Good morning, everyone. Sorry about the delay. My name is Inés Beltran. I am the Family and Consumer Sciences Agent in Gwinnett County. And today we are going to explain how to maintain indoor air quality because sometimes housing conditions are linked to health problems, which is why we want to have healthy home environments. Most of us spend 90% of our time indoors, and that indoor air quality can be a problem. Today, we are going to identify sources of indoor air pollutants, and we are going to list actions that can be taken to improve indoor air quality. In the pictures, you can see some pollutants that can be found indoors and contribute to poor indoor air quality. Some of them cause minor discomforts, as mold, dust mites, formaldehyde, and we are going to talk about those today. Whereas others may be deadly, like carbon monoxide and radon. And some may cause serious impairment, like COVID and lead, and we are going to talk about those today. The good news is that for each pollutant, there are 7 action steps or tips we can take to reduce these threats indoors. And most of these 7 tips are: keep your home dry, clean, pest-free, ventilated, contaminant-free, maintained, and green. The University of Georgia Extension offers many resources like the one shown on the screen, explaining when and how to use each of those tips. We are happy to share those resources with you. Let's talk about the first pollutant today, dust mites. Dust mites are too small to be seen, but they are found everywhere in the home. They live on dead skin cells, so they are found in mattresses, pillows, bed covers, and stuffed toys. The problem is that dust mite allergen can cause asthma attacks. In order to reduce dust mites, you need to keep your home dry, clean, and pest-free. Dust mite likes high humidity, so keep the humidity below 50% at home. Also, beddings, furnishings, floors, and window coverings should be cleanable. And also reduce clutter, so that will help to reduce pests. So keep your home pest-free. The next pollutant we are going to talk is mold. Mold is a fungus that produces spores which float in the air. Mold also produces irritating substances that may act as allergy-causing substances or allergens in sensitive individuals. Mold or mold spores may cause asthma attacks in people who have asthma and are allergic to mold. Reactions to mold include sneezing, runny nose, coughing, wheezing, watery eyes, and skin irritation. The good news is that you can clean up small areas covered with mold by using rubber gloves, as you can see on the picture, goggles, and a N95 respirator mask. You don't have to use chlorine bleach to clean mold. Yes, the chlorine kills mold, but even dead mold is an allergenic. So using just warm soapy water with a scrub brush, clean with clear water, and dry thoroughly. That will be enough. Now, if you have long or large areas covered by mold, it's best to hire a contractor or professional. In the picture, you can see different areas at home where there are a lot of moisture or there is no ventilation. So there are 13 or 14 or more areas at home that you can check. And the best way to prevent mold is to keep the home dry by repairing any water leaks and to have good ventilation. So check your air conditioners, humidifiers, the vents in your bathroom, in the kitchen, clean your refrigerator often. The laundry room needs to be vented. And anyways, there is a long list. So let's talk about next pollutant. The next pollutant is the pet dander. Dander is an oil-skin layer that dogs, cats, birds, and rodents constantly shed. These flakes of skin are very tiny and light, and they get in the air like dust and they stick on surfaces. Dander may trigger allergy symptoms like sneezing or red, itchy eyes. It can also make asthma harder to control. We don't need to get rid of our pets in order to reduce pet dander, but we can keep pets off beds and furnishings. We can wash animals frequently. We can use vacuum called high efficiency particulate air machine to clean carpets and fabric furnishings. We also can damp mow floors frequently and keep litter boxes away from sleeping areas to avoid this pet dander. Next pollutant are pests. Pest droppings from rodents and shells of ratchets are allergy triggers. If you have pests, please use the 3 steps of the integrated pest management system. So, step 1 is to identify pests. Find out what kind of pests you have and where they are coming from. Each pest has different habits, so it's important to know your enemy. For rodents and roaches, sticky traps can tell you what and where they are. Step 2, all pests look for food, water, and shelter. If you understand what they want, you can take it away. This is the most important step of the IPM system. And step 3, eliminate pests by using traps, baits, and or less toxic pesticides like boric acid. There are 2 deadly pollutants that we want to talk about today. One is carbon monoxide and the other one is nitrogen dioxide. So appliances such as heaters, oven, stove, fireplaces, water heaters, and clothes dryers that aren't burning fuel efficiently can produce carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide that contaminate the air. These gases are dangerous because we can't smell, see, or taste them. Carbon monoxide causes headaches, dizziness, weakness, nausea, and even death. And nitrogen dioxide causes eye, nose, and throat irritation, shortness of breath, and an increased risk of respiratory infection. In order to avoid these deadly gases, you need to vent all appliances to the outside of the house, as you can see in the picture. You can also install carbon monoxide alarms. Please have your appliances inspected regularly and do not idle your car inside of the garage. Formaldehyde. This is another deadly pollutant, and it's a colorless, strong smelling gas that is found in building materials such as pressed wood products, as you can see in the picture, a sample of that, particle boards, foam insulation, some drapes, and of course, secondhand smoke. The health effects of this gas are watery eyes, runny nose, burning in throat, skin irritation, headaches, coughing, may trigger asthma attacks, and may cause cancer. The best way to reduce this gas at home is to air out new furniture or carpet, limit pressed wood products and products made with these toxic chemicals, use air conditioning and dehumidifiers to lower temperature and humidity at home, and of course don't allow smoking indoors. The last pollutant I would like to talk today is lead dust. The main health effect of lead is that it's a neurotoxin and can cause learning disabilities. Lead attacks the central nervous system, causing coma, convulsions, and even death, especially in children. Lead-based paint is found on windows, frame, doors, walls, ceiling, and areas with enamel paint. To reduce lead dust at home, you can damp, clean to avoid airborne lead dust particles, wash children's hands often and their items. You can also use an EPA-recognized lead test kit. Never use hot water for drinking, cooking, or making formula if you have oil pipe at home. And you can also get a blood test for lead, but no level of lead is safe. However, levels over 10 micrograms per deciliter is too high. So that's all for the pollutants I choose to talk today. Here is my contact information. Thank you for your attention and your time.